You've probably seen them, those Instagram posts of people in their 30s sipping coffee on a beach somewhere, not working. I retired at 32, they say, you can too. And your immediate reaction is probably, yeah, right, must be nice to have inherited money or something, that's not realistic for me. But here's what's interesting, most of these people didn't inherit anything, they're not special, they didn't get lucky. They just understood something about money that most people don't. And the craziest part? The math is actually simple. So simple that once you understand it, you'll probably be shocked at how achievable early retirement actually is for normal people. Here's what most people believe about early retirement. They think it's either impossible for regular people or they think it requires some special income source. A startup that sold for millions, a side hustle that exploded, inheritance, some kind of luck. But that's not how it works. The real barrier to early retirement isn't earning more money. It's understanding the actual math behind how much money you need to retire. Most people get this wrong because they're thinking about retirement the old way, the way their grandparents did it. Let me break down the actual math of early retirement. First, there's something called the 4% rule. It's simple. If you have a pile of money, you can safely withdraw 4% of it every year without running out. So if you have $1 million, you can spend $40,000 a year forever. That money keeps growing and the 4% withdrawal barely touches it. Now here's where it gets interesting for normal people. Let's say you want to retire and spend $50,000 a year. How much money do you need? You need $1.25 million, because 4% of $1.25 million is $50,000. Sounds like a lot, right? But here's the thing nobody talks about. Most normal people don't need $1.25 million if they understand their savings rate. Your savings rate is the percentage of your income you don't spend. If you make $50,000 and spend $30,000, your savings rate is 40%. Here's the magic, your savings rate is the number that actually determines when you can retire, not how much you earn, not how lucky you are. At a 40% savings rate, you can retire in about 18 years. At a 50% savings rate, you can retire in around 14 years. At a 60% savings rate, you're looking at maybe 9 years. This isn't magic, this is just math. Here's what this reveals about early retirement that most people miss. Early retirement isn't about having a high income, it's about having a high savings rate, and your savings rate is something you completely control. Someone making $40,000 with a 60% savings rate will retire faster than someone making $100,000 with a 20% savings rate. This is why most early retirees are normal people. They're not high earners necessarily, they're just people who understood that their savings rate matters more than their income. The second insight is psychological. Most people think they can't save money, but the truth is most people can save way more than they currently do, they just haven't decided it's worth the trade-off. Early retirees made a simple choice. They valued freedom in the future more than consumption today. So what should you actually do with this information? First, calculate your current savings rate. It's simple math. Take what you save monthly and divide it by what you earn monthly. Second, understand that every percentage point you increase your savings rate brings your retirement date closer. Third, recognize that this is completely in your control. You can't control how much money the economy gives you, but you can control how much of what you earn you actually keep. Fourth, know that early retirement isn't all or nothing. You don't have to retire completely. You could retire from traditional work and do something you actually enjoy at a lower pay. Early retirement isn't for special people. It's not for the lucky or the wealthy. It's for people who understand this one simple math concept. Your savings rate determines your retirement date. And that concept is available to anyone willing to look at their money differently. The beach isn't reserved for the special people, it's reserved for the people who did the math. And now you know how to do it too.